Halfway up the tree, I had built a small platform on which I would often spend the afternoons when it wasn't too hot. So halfway up the tree, on the middle of the tree, the narrator had made a small platform, just like a tree house. And he would spend the afternoons when it wasn't too hot. And he would spend the afternoons when it was not very hot. I could read there. He would read books, propping myself, supporting, chariya, myself against the bole of the tree, trunk of the tree with cushions taken from the drawing room. And I will take the cushions, the pillow from the drawing room. Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn, the Mowgli stories, and the novels of Edgar Rice Burroughs and Louisa May Alcott made up my bag of very mixed reading. Books which he read were Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn, the Mowgli stories, they are children's classics, and novels of Edgar Rice Burroughs and Louisa May Alcott. And he also read novels of Edgar Rice Burroughs and Louisa May Alcott. They are the stories of elder people. Made up my bag of very mixed reading. So I was reading mixed books of children as well as books of grown-ups. When I did not feel like reading, so sometimes I did not feel like reading. I don't like reading. I don't like to read. I could look down to the banyan leaves. What would I do? I would look at the world below me through the banyan leaves. And what all things can I see? Grandmother hanging up or taking down the washing. Grandmother will either be hanging the washing or taking down the washing. Clothes after washed. She is either putting it for drying or taking it back after drying. At the cook, quarreling with a fruit vendor. Quarrel, fight. We have come across the word in the first part. Scrabbling with each other. Scrabbling, here it is also quarreling with each other. So quarreling with each other. The cook quarreling with a fruit vendor. So the cook, pajakaran, is quarreling with a fruit vendor. Vendor is a person who sells things. So fruit vendor, a person who sells fruits. Grandfather grumbling, complaining about something in a bad-tempered way. Pirubirukuga. At the hardy Indian marigolds, hardy, capable of withstanding adverse condition. Indian marigolds, this is the Indian marigold, which insisted on springing up all over his very English garden. So this Indian marigold was springing up, means growing up, തളിർത്ത് വരിക, all over his very English garden. This is the English garden. It looks very beautiful. And in this, the Indian marigold won't look so attractive. Indian marigold does not fit in this English garden. Usually, nothing very exciting means interesting. Nothing very interesting happens while I was in the banyan tree. Usually nothing very exciting happens. Nothing very interesting happens while I was in the banyan tree. But on one particular afternoon, I had enough excitement, a feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness. So I had enough excitement, avation, to last me through the summer, that I could remember throughout the summer. That was the time I saw a mongoose and a cobra fight to death. So it was a time when I saw a mongoose and a cobra fighting to death. So the interesting thing which happened when he was on the banyan tree was a fight between a mongoose and a cobra, and they fought till one of them died, while I sat directly above them in the banyan tree when I was sitting above them on the banyan tree. So it was something very interesting which happened in my life, and I can never forget it. So now he's going to tell about the fight he saw between the cobra and the mongoose. It was an April afternoon, so it was the month of April, and the warm breezes of approaching summer had sent everyone, including grandfather, indoors. So everyone was inside the house because it was going to be summer. So they did not like to move out as it was very hot. So grandfather was also inside the house. I was feeling drowsy, sleepy, urakandunga myself, and was wondering if I should go to the pond behind the house for a swim. And I was thinking whether I should go to a pond behind the house for a swim because he was feeling sleepy and he was bored. And at that time, he saw a huge black cobra. Cobra is a snake, gliding to move easily without stopping and without effort or noise. So he was moving without stopping and without effort or noise, gliding out of a clump. Clump is a small group of trees or plants growing together, of cactus. This is the cactus plant. Clump of cactus, and making for some cooler part of the garden. And this squirrel was going to some cooler part. It was summer, and the place where he was hiding had become hot. So it was coming out in search of some cool part. At the same time, a mongoose, whom I had often seen, emerged from the bushes. At the same time, a mongoose, whom I had often seen in the garden. The narrator had seen this mongoose in the garden emerge. Emerge means come out from the bushes and went straight for the cobra and went straight to attack the cobra. Cobra ആക്രമിക്കാൻ പോയി. In a clearing beneath the tree, clearing, open place, തുറന്ന സ്ഥലം, beneath the tree, in bright sunshine, they came face to face. They came in front of each other. Cobra knew only too well that the grey mongoose, 3 feet long, was a superb fighter. Cobra knew one thing. What is it? The grey mongoose, who was 3 feet long, the grey mongoose was nearly 3 feet long, was a superb fighter, was a very good fighter. Clever, he was clever, intelligent, and aggressive, ready to attack, ആക്രമിക്കാൻ തയ്യാറായി നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. But the cobra was skillful, expert, and experienced fighter too. The cobra was also skillful and experienced. He could move swiftly. Swiftly means very fastly, very quickly, വേഗതയോടെ, and strike with the speed of light. Strike, attack, ആക്രമിക്കുക, with the speed of light. And the sax is the bag, sax, sanji, behind his long, sharp fangs is the teeth of the snake, were full of deadly venom, poison. So the teeth of the snake was filled with poison. So behind the teeth there were bags, and in that bag there was poison. It was to be a battle of champions. It was to be a battle of champions, fight. So what he was going to see now was a fight of the champions.